Welcome back, majors. As we continue our conversation on legacy, I want to start with our definition that we've talked about each week so far. The literal definition of legacy is the long-lasting impact of particular events, actions, etc. that took place in the past or in a person's life. But we've talked about how we are looking at legacy a little differently. We started by talking about how legacy is built throughout your life. Your legacy is not created at the end of your life. We've talked about the who behind the legacy. The who behind the legacy matters. Are we working towards a legacy for ourselves or for God? Today, we are going to look deeper at the relationship of Paul and Timothy and what we can learn about legacy. In 2 Timothy 2:2, it says, "And the things you have heard me say in the presence of many witnesses entrust to reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others." We see legacy through discipleship. Even think about your own life. Who has discipled or mentored you? What impact have they made in your life? What decisions and actions have been made based on the impact of another person in your life? I've been privileged to be surrounded by an amazing family and community. I could highlight so many people that have made an insignificant impact in my life. I, of course, think of my father, who was my father, but he was also my teacher, mentor, and coach for a significant portion of my life. I think of my husband, who supports and challenges me on a regular basis. I think of professors I had at Manna and Regent University that significantly impacted me. We also see Paul mentioning some of Timothy's family that invested in him in 2 Timothy 1:5. It says, "I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you also." We see family legacy right here in Timothy's life. I'm encouraged here as a mother as well. I pray that my kids can stand on the shoulders of my husband and me and have a grounding of faith that lives long past my life. Through community, we can experience legacy, and this should encourage us also to invest in people. Building programs and accomplishments fade, but the legacy we leave is in the people we invest in. I also think of legacy here at Manna U. Our vision is that we exist to advance the kingdom of God through biblical higher education everywhere. As we look at this vision, our strategy is that by everywhere we mean that our plan is to establish a presence in every state in the U.S. and wherever there is a need for biblical training around the world. We believe this plan goes beyond buildings and focuses on preparing people to be movement makers everywhere. There's much to Manna U, but it's about the kingdom of God. Books and research are needed, but we are not only building book knowledge, but rather something much more, building leaders to make great kingdom impact. Legacy is built throughout life. The who behind the legacy matters, and legacy is passed through people. I encourage you this week to think about who you are investing in. Next week, we will finish our conversation on legacy.